energetic Gordon Brown has backed the idea of another EU referendum. Former Prime Minister, a passionate Europhile, has backed the idea of another European Union referendum. His intervention will come as Remainers prepare for a UK-wide speaking tour designed to prevent Brexit. Called Labour Against Brexit, the tour will put pressure on Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn in the run-up to the annual party conference in September. Last week, the Sunday Express revealed that senior Labour figures had either backed or failed to rule out another referendum more than 40 times. Mr. Corbyn's office insists he opposes another vote, but opponents believe the party is preparing the ground for a shift in position. Mr. Brown, who wrote a book on Brexit called Britain, Leading Not Leaving, is to appear at an event at the South Bank Centre in London on June the 5th, where he will be questioned by his wife Sarah Brown. It will be the first time the two have shared a stage since he was in Downing Street. Messages text to the originating when she introduced him at a party conference. In comments made last year, Mr. Brown predicted that by now voters would be clamouring for another referendum. He said there would be a crisis point this summer, when the public will have made up their mind that the 4 red lines that the government had actually set in place are going to be crossed. So we will not have proper control of borders. We will not have proper control of our money. We're still going to pay loads of money to the EU. The push by Labour heavyweights comes as Tory loyalists fear a defeat in the Commons over Brexit legislation. MPs are due to vote on Lord's amendments to the EU withdrawal bill when they return from their break. It was expected they would be asked to throw out the 15 amendments that enforce a soft Brexit in 10 days' time. But the crucial vote is now not expected until after the June 14 election in safe Labour seat Lewisham East. Critics described the delay as mad, saying up to 15 Tory MPs are predicted to vote against the government, and it must press home its temporary numerical advantage. The by-election and illness of one Labour MP meant opposition benches were expected to be down 2 votes. If the government is defeated, the resulting chaos could hijack Brexit negotiations, keep Britain in a customs union, and endanger Theresa May's position. It could even lead to another general election, some Tories fear. Others dismissed the idea of a second snap election. Turkeys don't actually vote for Christmas, a former minister said. Tory MP Stephen Hammond last night became the first Conservative able to call for a second referendum on the final Brexit deal. But in a letter to a constituent, he stressed, any vote should be the public ratifying the deal, rather than a rerun of the 2016 vote. What do you think? Should Remainers accept they lost? Yes-0901133431 texts XVIS to 84988 no -0901133432 texts XV no to 84988 texts cost 50p plus standard charges. Calls cost 50p plus your telephone company's network access charge. Vote closes at midnight tonight. SP. Spoke. 0333-202-3390. Express newspapers may contact you by post, SMS and or email with offers, goods or services that may be of interest to you. To stop receiving SMS messages, text no info to the originating number.